This is Nate with Jon Lancaster Toyota, showing you the 2011 Toyota Sienna XLE. I'm going to give you a tour of the inside from the driver and front passenger seat, but I can't get over the front of this car. The front is just beautiful. It actually reminds me of an RX, a Lexus RX in my opinion. Kind of's got that Venza grille on it as well, but the chrome trim on the front is beautiful. It's great to see. We now have projectors on the front of the car for the headlights. It's not some expensive HID or LED thing, it's just a normal old headlight, except for we put glasses on it so you have better performance from the low beams. Fog lights are there, 17s. Beautiful van. And again, all these things are standard with exception to the nav and the rear seat DVD player. This thing is really well set up. Power driver seat as you'd expect. One thing I noticed, the seats move so much quicker now than they did in the older Toyotas. The seat adjustment just happens so much faster. There isn't memory, but with that seat movement so quick, it's not that annoying to have a driver that's tall and one that's short and have to readjust that seat. For safety, as you'd expect, I haven't touched anything, but you'd expect seat-mounted side airbags, standard. Curtain shield airbags deploy from the roof line, rows 1, 2, and all the way back to row 3, standard equipment. Advanced vehicle stability control, which means we tie the electric power steering system into the VSC, and it's just a more responsive VSC system. It's better than it had been in the past. Traction control is standard. Brake assist is standard. Star safety system. The safety features, if you're familiar with Toyota, pretty common things. But let me get into the fun part of the Sienna. Generous tilt and telescope. I noticed when I pull the lever, there's a lot of travel on the telescope. The steering wheel moves to you. You can push it in. It moves up or down. The dashboard is redesigned and it looks really nice. It's a two-tone, so this is a gray interior. The top of the dash is black. Everything looks really nice. Now I want to point this out. All auto on the windows. One touch up or down for the second row. One touch up or down for the front row. Bottle holders and map pockets in the doors, of course. Now this car has smart keyless entry, so I'm just going to hit the button. Turn this thing on a little bit. I'm going to pop in, show you around. Now I'd made mention before that the DVD player is now up front, and I'm going to go right to it. There's a slot for the DVD player. You can put them in, and up on the screen you'll actually have controls of your DVDs on the audio screen up there. Come back down by the player, there's a USB port, so you can plug in and control an iPod. It'll charge an iPod. It'll show you title and artist information up on the screen. That's standard. You don't have to get nav to get it. The new standard stereo is Bluetooth, so streaming audio from a Bluetooth capable device, iPhone 3G or BlackBerry, Bluetooth cell phone integration, and then control an actual iPod to USB. There's a 12-volt power port there, and one more right there. And I'm over here, because he's an XLE, he's got variable heated seats. And moving up a little bit, the info, the select, reset, and the setup are for the multi-information display that's up top. That'll give us everything from fuel economy information, outside temperature, tell us if the door is open, tell us what time of day it is, etc. I'm going to come back to this dashboard because the dashboard is beautiful. Instrumentation, of course, is engine speed, shift reference, and odometer. Speed of the car, fuel gauge, normal stuff here. But the instruments look very nice. The steering wheel has got some revised steering wheel audio and Bluetooth controls. The layout's pretty easy. There's volume, there's mode for the radio, there's station presets, and your Bluetooth controls are right on the wheel. So the top two buttons are your send and end switch, and then the talk switch, both for the nav. But if you don't have nav, it's for the Bluetooth commands, dial by name, dial by number. For those of you that have a Sienna now, I think you'll like the fact that the climate control is much simpler. Everything starts here with the auto switch, which is the on-off. But this is kind of sweet. You're going to twist the dial now to change your temperature, and the temperature shows up right up on the top. So you can see I'm at 77 degrees, 71 for the front passenger side. And just as you had in the old model, you can sync it and pull all three zones together. So driver, passenger temperature, and then there's also rear control as well. The people in the second row have their own controls that are hanging just in front of the second row seat on the left side. True to some of the Toyota form as well is there's now 2 glove boxes. So there's an upper, a lot nicer storage capacity, and then a great big lower one. We also revised, and I think made a little bit better, up here the controls. So you'll find the controls for the rear doors. So there's one for the rear, and one for the side doors, and then the power moonroof controls here. The switches I was pushing were for the lights. So there's one that turns the lights on and off, and there's ones that activate the map lights. These guys here. So instead of pushing on the lights themselves, they're just button operated. We still retain our handy correction mirror, so we need to swat at the kids. You can use this mirror to swat them. Use your normal mirror so you can still drive and see who's behind you. I'll wrap up with the center console. Console's got 2 cup holders. It's got a nice storage box. And there you'll find the remote for the DVD and the 2 wireless headsets if that's what you have. But even if you don't, this thing is huge. It's so deep. It swallows those things up and they can stand up on their own. It's a huge console. Again, there's cup holders in the back of that console, and that's where we found our video and 100-watt outlet that comes with the DVD player. So this is where we're putting our auxiliary video signal into the DVD system, and we're plugging in our 100-watt, 112-volt outlet like you'd have at home on the wall. So there you have it. That's the inside of the 2011 Toyota Sienna XLE. This is a nav and rear seat DVD entertainment equipped. The interior color here is the light gray. The outside, this one is silver.